Good morning. It is the 5th of November 2018 and I'm working at getting the stream going over on YouTube. I tried this pre-scheduled thing and damned if I can find how to get it to actually work. So I think I'm live over on Twitch right now because that just works smoothly. And yes, indeed, I think I'm live over on YouTube as well. If I'm live over on YouTube, give me a hello in the chat. I see there's a few people here watching already. Yep, just the title screen there so far. Good to see you here, Brian G. And I'm not sure why. I still don't understand the difference between Stream Now and using this events thing. Okay, I go to the live dashboard and what's going on now? Okay, it's working. All right, so as you can see, the title of today's show is How to Find Undervalued Coins. And it's most important, of course, to find the undervalued coins instead of the ones that are already gone up. So right now we can see the price of Bitcoin is making a long flat formation here. It looks like it's building up to either blast higher or drop way lower. I have the idea that it's going to be blasting higher. And when it does blast higher, I think all of the altcoins are going to be going up, and we can see a whole bunch of them going up here on Binance right now. Some of the ways many people look to find an altcoin to buy into is they look for something that's moving and then they jump on it. But usually these things retrace back right away after they've gone up, and then you're ending up jumping in on the wrong time and you're on the way down as prices are going down. And so finding an altcoin to buy into and finding the good one to buy into and finding an undervalued coin. I still don't get this, I still don't get my stream here. I'll have to learn more about that. And I apologize, I'm still figuring that out. I'll have to look at that afterwards. It's still not clear to me. So one of the things that I'm teaching my videos all the time is that I look for the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. If you're going to buy a coin that is undervalued now, it's going to go up in price afterwards. You've got to buy it when it's low. So here's an example from March of 2017. We're looking at Sia coin, where there was the buy signal in the chart here, and of course it went up and more than 1,600% gain. Here's another example of this kind of strategy I'm just about to go through and show you. And here's what happened with it in 2017, where we see the price of Digibyte went up over 4,200% gain if you had bought here and sold out when the moving averages crossed over. Way more than a 9,000% gain at its peak. And here's another one, a great example of it. Viacoin was 1,259% gain, and that's from March until July. So March all the way through April, all the way through May, all the way through June, and then into July when you take your profit. This strategy is a longer term strategy. It's not a day trading strategy. Here's another example of it. Ripple, when we nailed this one, there's the bottom formation breakout, and there again, all the way through April, all the way through May, all the way through June, although it turns out in hindsight that the middle of May would have been the best time to sell out. But here's the official signal as those moving averages cross over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the coins on Binance right now, and I'm going to look for that pattern that was so successful before. And this is the way to go through and find this pattern. What we're going to do is, it's 3 simple rules. I teach it all the time, and many people are picking up on it, and I can't wait for this to turn out over time and get some your success stories. So if this is new to you, I'd like you to ask any questions you want down below or in the live chat now. If you've got a specific market you think I should be looking at, bring that up and we'll talk about it. So the three things I look for in this trading strategy that's turned out to build those such successful trades in the past, and I think it's going to do it now in the future. I look for the downtrend, and then at the bottom of the downtrend, I wait till that downtrend line is broken, which tells me that the market is changing momentum. The second thing I look for is a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, and let me drag this over to show you what a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation looks like. Prices come down to their historical lows, that's the number 1 point. They come up a little bit, and then they come back down, but not as low. They fail to retest the old low. Then when they break above the number 2 point, that is the buy signal. So it turns out that as the prices are doing this, this is a potential number 2, then this is a potential number 3, and we don't really know in the future if it's going to go lower or not. So once the prices break above the number 2 point, then the number 2 and the number 3 become official. We can tell that that's a trading signal there. And if I click over here and I show you another example, another downtrending market, and the prices came down, they made a double 1. Prices came up, then they came back, and they didn't go as low. So as they break above this point, that's the number 2 point, and that's the buy signal. That's the signal we're looking to have confirmed. So what we're looking for now is markets that have come down, they've made a historical low level, they've come up and they've come back a little bit to retest that. And then we're using an exponential moving average. As that crosses over and prices break above our number 2 point, there's our buy signal. So I'm going to go through a few of these coins on Binance and check this out. We see this downtrend. We see the lowest price here. I'm going to zoom into a closer view. So here we have the number 1 point. Then prices came up and made a number 2. They came down, made a number 3. And as they broke above that, there's our buy signal. Clear as can be on the chart when you know what to look for. That 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, and off it went. Now, is this an undervalued coin? Or is it already got a whole bunch of value and it's time for it to come back and go down after this? One of the things to look for is the undervalued coin, so that it's already at the bottom, but it hasn't broken out yet. And so I would have to say that ADX is a more undervalued coin than AGI because it hasn't broken out yet. Let's go on to BAT. Now BAT we know is already gone way up. It's been listed on Coinbase. And so it was an undervalued coin. And there's a break of a downtrend line. Here's our 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. There's the breakout. There's the confirmation. The moving average is crossed over. There's the actual trading signal. Now, is this an undervalued coin now? Maybe, but it's already taken off, and so it doesn't fit the top of the list of the most undervalued coins that could be our future of what we're looking for here. Let me move Yosef's name over. It's driving me crazy. Closer. Now we're going on to BCPT. Is this an undervalued coin? It's looking pretty undervalued from this kind of perspective. When we look at it over the long term, we're looking at a 3-month view, looking at the 12-hour bars. So here's our downtrend. Here's the number 1 point. There's the number 2 point, and it's consolidating this. I'm going to mark this as one of the undervalued coins. So I'm going to assign this a color. I'm going to make it green and assign that color. I'm going to try that again. Assign the color, make it green, and assign that color. So we can come back to this later and find out, is this an undervalued coin? Did this one take off? Did it make that kind of fantastic profit? We'll have a report on that later. Here's another coin that could be a nice undervalued coin. There's the downtrend. Here's the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, and prices are still down. They're undervalued right now. So let me clear that off. And there's lots of room for this market to go up. We can see how high it was before, up to the 00095, 001, and now it's way down to 21,000 Satoshi. It could go up 5, 10 times in price. So this one is looking like a nice undervalued coin, and a break above this level would make it a buy signal. So I'm going to change the color on this one as well and assign this color so that we can come back and check that one later. If you're new to this channel, hit the thumbs up button if you like what you're seeing. If you haven't subscribed already, click on subscribe. Omar, haven't seen you here in quite a long time. Great to see you. I've got this chat a little bit out of line here too. Let me drag this down. That's the wrong button. Drag this down. There we go. Now we can see your chat. Good to see you. So going on to BRD, is this one an undervalued coin? It doesn't fit for me. It could be. It's got these bottom formations, and a price break above this level would be a buy signal. It's got the 1, 2, 3 bottom. It's got the downtrend line. So it could be, but it doesn't jump in there right away. Let's go on to CDT. Look at this one. There's a nice bottom formation, and it's showing some pre-pump candles going on. So I think this is an undervalued coin that is going to be going somewhere big. And so I'm going to mark this one and change the color on this, and we'll come back to this one later and double check to see how it went. Let's go on to Cloak Coin. This is another coin on Binance. And it could be, we've got this downtrend line, we've got a bottom formation, 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. It's already broken out a little bit above it, and then the prices have come back to test that entry level. So this one could be an undervalued coin. I'm going to leave it for now and go on to some other ones. Data, I think this one is an undervalued coin. So we've got the downtrend line. It's not much of a downtrend line. It's a pretty new coin. We don't have very much history, but it's made this bottom formation and a nice pre-pump candle and then building momentum. I think this is an undervalued coin that is going to be taking off, and I'm going to assign this a green color. Let's try that again. ENG. Is this one an undervalued coin? I think it is. Look at how it's gone blasted way up. It's down near historical levels. We have our 3 criteria. We have that break of the downtrend line. We have a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation that's nice and flat and low. This looks undervalued to me, and I'm going to mark it as an undervalued coin. Let me assign a color to this. Let me try that again. Many clicks to assign a color. EOS, is this an undervalued coin? I think it is by the look of the chart pattern, and it looks like it's building up. I'm not sure about the EOS itself though. I think I'll leave that one and try to find some others, and if we find 8 or 10 undervalued coins according to this chart pattern, then we're going to be in great shape. This one I think is an undervalued coin just because of the chart pattern here where we have the pre-pump candles going on. We've got the bottom formation. Prices have come back a little bit, but I think it's undervalued over the long term. Let's assign a color to this one, and it may be that some of these are more undervalued than others, and we'll see how that goes over time. Let's check out GTO. Is this one undervalued? Look how it's the price it's been before, 6,000 Satoshi, 6 times higher than where it is now. There's our criteria. There's that bottom formation. It's got the downtrend line, it's got the bottom formation, and a break above these levels would be a buy signal. So this one matches the criteria for an undervalued cryptocurrency. GVT, is this one undervalued? It may be, but it's already gone off. It's already done its bottom formation, and we see here there's the break of the downtrend line. This is so awesome. 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. That would have been our buy signal if we would have been watching that in early September, and would have been fantastic. Another great example of doubling your money in a very short period of time, but it doesn't fit the criteria now, not like this one does. This is great. I love this chart where it's been flat for so long here. It gives us a very clean entry point. If it breaks above that level, then it would be a buy signal. So I'm going to mark this one as an undervalued coin. Love it. I love to see these things. Right now in November of 2018, I think we're at a fantastic opportunity. This one doesn't grab my attention like others, even though it could blast higher and it's doing some pre-pump candles. It doesn't give me enough history to know that it's been there before. It seems like it's an ICO that everybody's dumped and it may go somewhere, but it may take a long time too. So for those people who have just signed in, I appreciate you guys being here live with no warning at all. I just pumped this on. Give me a hello in the chat there and let me know, where in the world are you from? Are you from the United States? Are you from Canada? Are you from Europe? Let me know where you're from. Key. I don't know if this one's an undervalued coin, but because of the short history, it doesn't like show us that it was way, way higher in the past. But it is giving us this bottom formation, and I'm going to say that it is an undervalued coin. I'm going to mark this one as green. And then we'll come back and we'll check these ones to see, was this an undervalued coin before? Hey, SWAT Squad, thanks for being here. I know you won a copy of my book the other day. That's the $79 book that I'm selling on how to trade cryptocurrencies and how I traded from zero up to $500,000 in just a couple years by doing exactly what I'm doing now. This one, I'm going to mark it as an undervalued coin. This is the Kyber Network coin. And I mark it as an undervalued coin because it's made this bottom formation. It's already given us a pre-pump and then it's settled back down. And so let me clear off those lines. It would have to break back above these levels here for it to be a buy signal. But I think it's an undervalued coin. Link. I'll clear off the stuff here. Would Link be an undervalued coin? Hey, Pascal from Australia. Wow, my nephew is living in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia. And he loves it down there. He's a Canadian who's got his Australian citizenship. Australia's an awesome country. This one, however, does not match the undervalued coin. It could go up 10 times value from here, but it doesn't fit the chart pattern I'm looking for. It's already taken off. And if I was to buy into this now, it could be coming back and retracing before taking off. So it may be undervalued, but I think it's not time to be buying this one. I would have to wait for a different pattern. Loom. Now, the pattern we're looking for is the downtrend line being broken. And then the bottom formation. So this one was making the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. It would have to break above these levels now in order to become a buy signal. It may be undervalued, but I'm not going to put it in our top pick list here. LRC. Now this one is more favorable to the kind of chart pattern I'm looking for. We have the downtrend line. We have the bottom formation. Really nice over all this period of time from September all the way till now. Really lining up great. So I'm going to mark this one and assign the color for the undervalued coin. And we will come back and check these out over time. Mana. I think this one's undervalued, but it doesn't really match the criteria as well as some of the others, so it doesn't get the color coding. How about this one? It's come down. It's done some pumps here in April and May, and some pre-pump candles right now. I'm going to mark it. I think this is an undervalued coin according to the charts. So we have the break of the downtrend line. We have the bottom formation. And I'm going to mark this one as an undervalued coin. Assign the color. MFT, it may be, but it doesn't have the history to let me know really where it's been before, and it could be an undervalued coin. It just doesn't have as much of the history to give us that downtrend like we saw for all the cryptos through all the way 2018, down, 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 down. So it still may be an undervalued coin, and a break above these levels would give you the buy signal. It is making a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, but I'm not going to mark it with the color coding for this. Nano, there's our break of the downtrend line. It's got a bigger 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. So though it may be undervalued, it's got a long ways to go before it can give us the buy signal. Navcoin, this has got a pretty good downtrend. A nice bottom formation here. It would have to break above these levels to give us a buy signal. It's been way higher in the past, in January of 2015. So from 6,000 Satoshi up to 30,000 Satoshi, that's tripling your money. I'd say that's an undervalued coin. Let me assign that a color. And I can't wait to go back over these and check them out over time to see which of these were indeed undervalued coins. Encash, there's another one with a great chart pattern. It's kind of soft right now. It's fading back a little bit, but it's in such a narrow range compared to what it's been before. I'm also going to mark this as an undervalued coin. And later I'll do a video on which of these five, which are my top 5 picks out of all these undervalued coins. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit the like button. Even if you're watching this replay later, be sure to hit subscribe so that you get to see that video that's going to give you the top picks out of all of these ones that we are choosing to be undervalued coins right now. I like this chart as well. It fits the criteria, so I'm going to mark it, but it may not be one of my favorites. This one marks the criteria as well, but it's another one that doesn't have much history. So it breaks the downtrend line. It's gone flat for all this period of time, but I'm going to have to skip by it. Now here's one that I like better because it's given us the history where we can see it's been up there before. The investors have liked it in the past in January of 2000. And now we see these great big pre-pump candles. This one is definitely an undervalued coin. Love it. And let's mark that in there. Assign that color. PHX, it was an undervalued coin. And you can see we were paying attention to this one earlier. Way back here, we had it marked out. We saw the pattern shaping up. There's our 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. The moving averages crossed over and bang, off it went. So if you had set out your sell orders early in advance, you could have made some great profit. Is it undervalued now? Doesn't match my criteria anymore. It's already kicked itself out. PIVX, is this an undervalued coin? Let's draw some lines on this. There's the downtrend line. Here's the 1, 2, 3 bottom. So there would have been a good time to buy it. And breaking above these levels would also be a good time to buy it. Is it undervalued as a privacy coin overall? I think it is. I'm going to mark this as a green color, and then we'll come back and check this one out. We'll do a few more markets here. POA, is this an undervalued coin? Kind of, but so we had the April to May, little bit of a run. That was a bit of a bull market there, and like everything else, fading down. We're having a nice bottom formation shape up. It fits the criteria. I got to mark it because it fits those criteria. I try not to judge it. I try to look to see if it fits these repeatable criteria. And this one is more favorable to me because it's got the history to show us that the investors liked it enough to drive it from this price, 8,000 Satoshi, all the way to 4,000, 5,000 Satoshi. So from 800 to 5,000, that is a real nice profit. And this is a beautiful formation. 1, 2, 3 bottom, really shaping up. If Bitcoin takes off from here, all of these alts are going to blast. These are all undervalued. And it's a fantastic opportunity in mankind's history to be here in November of 2018. Quantum, yeah, definitely an undervalued coin. I'm just going to mark it. You can just see that chart. Once you're starting to get used to this pattern, you can see this 1, 2, 3 bottom. It's already showing some strength out of that. A break above these levels would be a very strong signal. And you can see that investors have blasted it from the 70,000 Satoshi to 470,000 Satoshi. Great. Raven coin, it was an undervalued coin, and it really drove itself way up from 200 Satoshi to over 1,000. It was a great buy, but is it right now? It doesn't match the criteria. Oh, how about this one? This is great. We can see investors drove this up, and they drove it up again, and now it's all the way down to these flat levels. This is definitely an undervalued coin, and might be on my top 5 list when I do that afterwards too. SNT, oh yeah, you can see this one's an undervalued coin because it matches those 3 criteria, and the 3 criteria that we're responsible for finding trades like the Saya coin trade that turned into 1,600% profit, 4,200% profit on Digibyte last year. In Viacoin, here's 1,200% gain, and in XRP, 2,000% gain. There was some crazy trades, and it was from doing this very same thing. This very same strategy where I was following the downtrends in March of 2017. I was noticing the bottom formation shaping up, and I was investing. I was making videos saying, hey, everybody, check this out. Check it out. Most people didn't pay attention until May, after the big run had started. But you guys who are watching this video now in live, and the people who are watching the replay, before things take off, you are in the awesome opportunity to be able to take advantage of this. So here's another one that I got to market as a top potential coin. Definitely one of the undervalued coins right now. Wabi could be. Investors have. It doesn't have quite the same history, but it's breaking the downtrend, making this bottom formation. So I've got to mark it. At least we can come back and check it later to see, was this undervalued at this time? Yuan chain is another one that doesn't quite have the history because it's only from April till now. But this flat pattern, if it breaks above these levels, it turns into a buy signal. So I'll mark it as an undervalued coin, but I'm not sure it'll get into my top favorites. Now, XVG, Verge coin, this one blasted way higher. So we see that investors have some confidence in it. It went from 2,000 to almost 200 to almost 2,000. That's 10 times your money. So that would qualify as an undervalued coin, and the future will show us what's actually going to happen with this. So let's give this a mark, and we'll go on to XZC. This, again, another one that doesn't quite have the history, but it is making the bottom formation. It is shaping up here, and I really like that it's got this pre-pump candle here and here. So this is somebody big in the market scooping up a whole bunch, and then they're sitting back and waiting because they see it's undervalued, and they are just going to buy that money. They're going to buy into that coin, and then they're going to sit back and wait. And again, I'll pull these ones up. If you bought into this in April or end of March and waited, you would have made thousands and thousands of % gain on your money. Absolutely crazy gains. It takes some patience. Now this one I like better because we see back in last year, November of 2017, blasted through the roof. So it was at 600 Satoshi, it went to 4,000 Satoshi. So this one definitely gets on my list of undervalued coins right now on Binance. And there's a lot of coins on Binance. These are just ones that I have starred as my favorites. Here's another one that was before April. Really, wow, from 500 Satoshi to 2,500 Satoshi. So that's 5 times your money. You put in $100, you get $500 out of that. That would be crazy, great. So I'll definitely mark this one as yet another of the undervalued coins. And we're picking from my starred list on Binance. So we're already picking from things that I've been paying attention to. And now I'm revealing here which ones are at this moment looking great. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you've got a specific coin you'd like me to look at, put it in there right now. Other than that, I'll wrap this stream up and I'll be doing a different stream on my top picks, and I'll get into some more detail and technical analysis rather than this simple trading plan of the downtrend line, the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, and the moving average crossover. I'll get into some more technical analysis details on that video. ICX, and I'll explain why I'm narrowing out some of these that I think are undervalued. ICX, look at that. This one gets on the, I'm going to put a star on this one. And I'm going to draw this line of where the buy signal is, maybe even lower than that. And then I'll add this in to the next video where I'm going to go through and disqualify some of these that may be undervalued but may not be the best favorite picks. SWAT Squad, I've been watching that for a while. Looks like they released 50 million of their founder tokens to cover operation costs. The price should have gone lower. Wow. 50 million of the coins at 9,000 Satoshi. Wow. Brian G. Strat. I got burned pretty bad in the beginning, but long term I'm looking at coinsignals.trade. It's really looking like good return ratio. I don't know that website. I'll check it out. $50 million worth of coins. Wow. That is a lot of money. There is crazy money in cryptocurrencies, absolutely crazy. Strat. I'm a big fan of Strat too. I think it's going to go through the stratosphere, and look at that. So there is a time to invest, and there's a time to get out of the investment and not be a bag holder. When these moving averages cross over and you see a top formation, just get out. Just get out. Take your losses if you're in loss. Take your profits if you have profits. But when the top formation and this moving average crosses over, it is not good. Now we're in the opposite condition where we see a bottom formation and the moving average cross over. So this is definitely getting on to my starred list, and also getting the color assigned to it so that we can come back and I can do the additional analysis, and I can come back with the video that is talking about what's going on there. I appreciate the tip on coinsignals.trade. I'll go and check it out, and if it's something useful, I want to have that in our Discord chat. If you haven't already, I'm not sure if what is below this video. I'm not sure how this is streaming because I tried a different setup here this morning and it didn't give me the option to start. I don't know. But there should be a link to our Discord chat down below the video. If you're not joined up already, if you're watching this video afterwards, come on over and check it out. We are talking about cryptocurrencies all day, every day. That's it for this stream. Thanks for tuning in. I know there was no announcement here and we're just building followers, and I appreciate you guys being here. Be sure to tweet this out, share it on a Discord channel somewhere, share it on Facebook, help get the word out, and we'll have more people making money with cryptocurrencies this year. Thanks again, and tune in next time for my top 5 pick out of these ones that are undervalued. Cheers.